If I were starting a church all over again today, I would forget the 501c3. I'd never do that. I was 23 years old and didn't know any better. And I did what people said you're supposed to do. But my point is, during this time, let me tell you what I've done. I've had a radio talk show, a 2-hour radio talk show, Monday through Friday, for 8 years, from 1994 until 2002. I sat behind a microphone and I did a live call-in radio talk show that for the last 2 or 3 years would broadcast nationally on the Genesis Communications Network. Before that, it was local in the Pensacola area. I took calls from the audience. I talked about everything that I believed in. I named names. When Bill Clinton did something that I thought was unconstitutional, I called him on it on my radio broadcast. When George W. Bush did things that were unconstitutional, I called him on it on my radio broadcast. I pulled no punches. I told it like I saw it. I told it like I believed it. I was on the radio 5 days a week, 2 hours a day. In my pulpit, I preach the principles of religious liberty, the principles that I'm talking about this morning, Sunday by Sunday. You can go to my website, chuckbaldwinlive.com. All one word, chuckbaldwinlive.com. That was the name of my talk show. Go to my archived sermons. We archive my Sunday morning sermons on that website. I challenge you to go to that website and to listen to my sermons and hear what I've had to say, how I've called names and I've preached against sin. And it doesn't matter to me what the issue is. I've not been afraid to address it. The congregation has stood with me and supported me in this effort. And the point is, we are a 501c3 tax-exempt church. And not one time, ladies and gentlemen, to date, not one time has any representative of the federal government, Treasury, or the IRS, or anyone else come to me and said, Chuck, you got to stop saying what you're saying or we're going to take away your tax-exempt status. And by the way, if they did, I would tell them to take it. I'm not going to change the truth of the Word of God for the IRS or anybody else. But the point is, they haven't done it. You say, well, you get just a 501c3 the church. And I know that there are pastors all over America that are hiding behind the 501c3 tax-exempt status. I know they're using that. But let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, in my humble opinion, it is an excuse. The 501c3 tax-exempt status is like a tree that the pastors are hiding behind. If somehow or another you could come along with a big chainsaw and you cut the tree down, you eliminate the 501c3 tax-exempt status as an issue. Just make it go away tomorrow. Tomorrow there's no such thing as 501c3. Tomorrow there's no such thing as a tax-exempt corporation. Tomorrow it's all gone, disappears, vanishes. Would the pastors then suddenly grow conviction and courage and stand up in their pulpits the next Sunday and begin blazing forth righteousness and truth? I think not. I think what they would do is they would find another tree to hide behind. Because, my friends, the problem is not the tree. The problem is the cowardice of the man who hides behind it.